Pleasant good evening to each and every one in the world at large, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere, where there is a Guyanese living. I do not mean emancipators and their arrivals. If that be the case, then you are not a Guyanese. We all originate from one nation or the other, or one part of the world or the other. But let me take my time to wish everybody all the best for the future. I do not believe in Christmas nor New Year's, but I believe in what is right and what is wrong. So I would take this time to wish all the best for the future. And kindly ask this generation to stop looking back 1,100 years ago and look forward. Talk about our present. Don't tell me about present things that you don't know that you read and some historian or a little political master turn it to brainwash you and use it against innocent people in the future. Today, we are heading to the new frontier. The world is vastly changing while we are sitting down criticizing one another about black, white, Hindus, Muslim, and Christian, and arguing about things that have no relevance or no benefit to you and I, friends. It's time, and I'm going to deal with our black brothers and sisters who I don't believe in black. But since knowing that you all use it so frequently to criticize and condemn another, it is my duty to correct you according to the way I think. There is no such thing as a black person unless you are a cross, a bad luck person. Darkness or blackness, whatever you call it, is not progress. So come up with that. And there's no such thing as a white person. So let's get off of the past bullshit and look forward. Secondly, and let's make this clear. A woman gives birth to a child on the 1st of January, 2020 or 2000. The child grew up and made 15, 16 years of age. And every year, you celebrating the day of the child as the birthday of the child. No, it is wrong. I am not here to change the world, but English language. The child did not give birth to themselves. It was the mother's birthday. That child was delivered on that day. And if the child is a complete 9 months birth from the mother, add 9 months to the day of deliverance. Okay? So if the child happens to be 20 years today, it's 20 years and 9 months, the day of the drop of the sperm into the womb of your mother. Get that clear. But that is my thinking, my philosophy. All right? And therefore we must abandon that and talk what is right. I mail a letter the year 2000. And the postman delivered it today. Today was the day of deliverance for my letter. But I mail it since 2000. How will you express that? So let's come up on this bourgeoisie bullshit and speak frequently that we could understand each other. Same thing with white and black. There's no such thing in human being. If not, you got to get a rest of color to follow. In plants, animals, birds, rats, fish, and maybe water. All right? Or the sunshine with different looks of colors at times. There's no such thing as a human. A black man, a brown man, a yellow man, and a green man. We are all human beings. Man. Now, terrible, I am already amplified that to you. That's my philosophy. And you have to acknowledge what is good and what is bad. You must not take side because you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, or you are a Hindu, or whatever you are. You cannot take side for nobody. You have to stay calm and accept each for what they are. And stay easy. So I beg of you, we are heading now to a new frontier. We call it a new year. It's time for we to change. We must not follow tradition. We are too many problems and too many things arise between racial conflict and religious conflict. It is time for we to put an end to this nonsense as a younger generation is ready to take the ring to go forward. We have to send our condolence out to the people of Palestine, Israel, Ukraine, every part of Africa and others country that there is a problem of war, segregation, because everyone is misled by corrupt preachers, politicians, and people who bend it to divide people. Time for a change. Okay? By saying that, let me send my condolence out also to a president, Jimmy Carter, the peanut farmer, as they usually use it for you to understand who he is. One of the most peaceful presidents in the United States of America history. A man with conduct. A man with a vision for peace and equality around the world. Let us send our condolence to the family. It was a great loss to the world. The only president that could have walked free to his church, he don't even need a bodyguard because he was accepted amongst his peers. Friends, in a few days from now, they will rest his body where he was met with Rosalind Carter, who deceased a little while ago. And we want to say, if there is a God that we believe in, may his soul rest in peace, and he will be in the highest place. But for all the condemnation towards him and others, we who make the condemnation, are we better? But pointing fingers. So that is why I'm appealing to everyone. Stop talking about white man slave your ancestor, when you are the beneficiary of it. In the Caribbean, Latin South America, in the America, in the European country, you are wearing three-piece suits, you are beating drums, playing saxophone, electric guitar, singing and dancing, you're all in the movies, you're pilots and doctors, and I keep repeating it. These things had a price to pay. Today you are the modern people in a modern world. It is time to stop looking back hundreds of years and go forward. Let's bridge the gap. I heard many stories of slavery in the America, in the Caribbean, in Brazil, in Fiji Island, and many other parts where they're European. But I only heard what the white man done as the European done to the African descendant who happens to call themselves the black people. There's no such thing. Get rid of this illiteracy and let's speak for furthermore what is right. Have any one of you who condemn the European as my black brothers and sisters, are you ever been ruled as another race under a black government? Ask Foss Burnham, he's dead and gone. Ask Mr. David Granger, he's still alive. Ask all of them in Guyana what they have done to other race as prime minister and president, to other race plus their own who oppose them. Ask them, and then come back and talk to me. Ask Idi Amin what he done to 1 million and change Indians when they had to drove them out of Uganda. Ask Mugabe when he drove the European out of former South Africa, Rhodesia. And ask what happened to those other race that drove out. But for the decent, honorable African descendant, man and woman, who have a vision for prosperity and a better future for the next generation, may God bless you and keep you safe. For yes, there is disease in every race, as they call themselves. They are good Indians, good Chinese, good European, good Africans, and good indigenous people. But when you, the black race in the Caribbean and America, talk about slavery, what have you done to the Arawak Indian in the Caribbean? What have you done in Guyana to the Amerindian? And in other parts of the world where you are the president, prime minister, and others. There's a Caribbean country, Dominica. I think it's British Eugenia Charles' country. It's alleged that the prime minister is selling passport and got Dubai money in Dubai. It's alleged. Now, if these things are true, it's a possibility that he might be selling to the wrong people who are terrorists that can use Dominica. So they're born and grow there, get a passport, come to the European country, America, Canada, and create havoc for us. So if these things are true, as is alleged, then I call upon the next president, Donald J. Trump, to spend more interest in the Caribbean, Guyana, and not to forget Belize and Galveston next to Guatemala and the Falkland, and to be the police of this continent to safeguard our nation from brutal child labor, slavery, and whatever. And those who are kidnapping young women and put them into the whorehouse. Donald J. Trump, the president, God has given him the opportunity to fulfill the mission and to stop pushing forward homosexuality. If you want to take a man and you're a man, that's your personal business. If you want to take a woman and you're a woman, that's your personal business. That doesn't mean that you must bring it to us. Like I heard the other day, and according to information, I can use a lens because a lot of you just forget what you say. One president of America went to a country where he told the president about homosexuality to legalize it. According to information, it's alleged, it's Mugabe country. And Mugabe asked if he could marry him, and that was dropped. Then I heard the vice president of the Democratic Party, Ms. Harris, went to Ghana, it's alleged again, and said the same thing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if Sodom and Gomorrah story is true, you mean to tell me the Democrat Party, the symbol of a donkey that fetch wise men and wait, called the jackass, is not wise? You mean the jackass did not know that these things are against the biblical teaching of the Heavenly Father? Whatever is your lifestyle, keep it in your house, keep it to yourself, keep it among your friends and family. But you don't have to go there to orchestrate, to spread, like if that is a genetic incline. Come on. If you wanted to play with a man's penis as a man, it's your private business. Or a woman, virginity, and you are one, that's your personal problem. Have nothing to do. And that should not be in the wholesale market on the news. That's an abuse to the innocent people. Where are all the priests? Nobody concerned about your life once you don't kill, thief, and lie on people and try to infiltrate them with your principal philosophy. Wake up. Another thing. A lot of things have to stop. That is why, during the election of Trump a few years ago, before he lost to Biden the other day, which until now will still be a question mark. I was in Ghana, and I, as a spiritual people, do what we have to do, that God would have blessed Trump to put him there, and he was successful. We were happy. At this time again, I sit down silently when all the rhetoric was going against the man, that he pay us money. If you're a porno star or you're a prostitute, I'm not saying the woman is or was, but if you happens to be one, and you man pay you to shut your mouth because they had a fling with you, you have no right to go to broadcasting to create a problem for his family. Because you have chosen that road. And that should not even be a matter in the case. And again, if you are selling a house, a property, and it value $100, and you want $1 million from the bank, you apply to the bank, and the bank send out their investigator, and they value it for $5 million, and they give you $2 million now because you know you could get $5. Why are you to be charged to be running through the court, but you raise your thing so much? If the government thinks so much, who's in power, about the ordinary life of people, why not bring down the cost of living and the house rent and the light bill and the gasoline price to meet the needs of the innocent people? So all these bourgeoisie, fictitious languages, talking, criticizing, and when you come to replace it, you meet with so many allegations, so many problems, and the criminals in parliament or in government who you put in power, you can't say nothing because they find you dead. The doctor could kill you. You could eat poison. And you could get a drive-by shooting like what take part in third world countries such as Guyana, Nigeria, and other African third world countries, and in Latin and South America. And why, when you choose a leader to be the head of your country, they make a constitution that they are untouchable, they are unquestionable, they cannot be tried for crime, no matter what happened, Why? Ladies and gentlemen, in the free world of today, we have seen the historical event of American election. Donald J. Trump, with attempts on his life, God had hold him together. With a man in Florida, the Mar-a-Lago or whatever they call it, with sniper or whatever, he was not successful. The one when he was speaking in the state that the bullet hit it is, the man still was not successful. Is not that the will of God? Come on. I want to ask all of you, was not that God? Or was it some message? Then the other day, a car blew up not too far from a place in some other state. Come on. When will we stop listening to these no-good preachers and politicians and look to the future? This world is not but black and white. Then what happened to the Indian and the Chinese and the other races between? Friends, it's all economics. It's all the future. I had somebody use a criticism on one of my shows with the letter R. You could be right or you could be wrong. And you spoke about I should fix my denture. Thank you. But when I came into this world, I had no dentures. I had none. You tell me I must fix my hair. I think you should have talked to Brother Bob Marley. And you should talk to the Rastafari. And you should talk to the Indian in Punjab. Or Bushrat, if you're an Indian. Or the Rastas who grow the hair long and pulling it from Jamaica to Africa. Does my appearance have something to do with your appetite? Now, if you're a woman, if you're admiring me, my teeth don't have to be in my mouth. Do you have teeth in your mouth? Do you have any between your legs as a woman? No. Now, you might say I'm too insultive. I'm asking a question here. Come on. I came into this world with no teeth in my mouth. I extract this for a reason. And I am planning to put the one back in what to be screwing, and I got to wait on my doctor. None of you is my doctor. And if you're a man with the letter R, I want you to understand, sir, I don't know, I won't say gay because that's happy. If you happen to be a homosexual, I have nothing against you, but I'm not in that category. It's not my mouth, it's what comes out of it must be the truth at all times. Or what goes in it must be clean at all times. There are times we have idle conversation and we humiliate others with the alphabetical letters F and S. Alright? But if I tell you, fuck you, you get upset. But then the piston fuck the cylinder gets a dictionary. But you turn it into a curse. A curse is not the letter, the four-letter words. It's wishing you bad. That's a curse. Go, you will suffer. You will never make it in the world. You will cripple. Those things are a curse. But if you tell me, my mother cunt, if she got a cunt, I don't know which is the virginity, why will I take it personal? That is your language. I can't tell a dog how to bark, or a sheep how to give mare hair. Come on, fools, is the message, is what comes out, not what goes in. But I have to understand, not everybody is into that same level. Today, I want to make it clear. In Georgetown, Guyana, we have lived through the Burnham government, and we have seen what happened as a mixed race. I am mixed with your blood also, and the Indian. And I am confident and capable to challenge all your ministers in Parliament, present and past. I am willing to pay for the lie detector test if they are willing to take it. And they could take one with me. If I lie on somebody, kill me. If I thief, kill me. It is time. I want this to be understood clearly. So when we are arguing with people, we must know, and let us be known. We as foreigners living in the United States, we in the military, we are in other areas. We serve this country because we are all English-speaking people as brothers under the British sometime or the other. And America opened up the doors to the less fortunate. And we have a right to protect this democracy. Because in the land of India and Africa and others, our dictators rob the nation, kill innocent people, so you have to flee to come to the grounds that you could live and take care of your family. But when they open up the door to you, give you the opportunity to bring up your family, you turn back to rob them, kill them, lie on them. You don't deserve to be there. Imagine that God Almighty, that all you believe, call the Allah or Bhagwan, open the gates of heaven and take all of you garbage in there and you go against him. What do you think would happen? He will throw your ass out of heaven so fast. You're far faster than the devil and his angel. Hypocrites. Come out for this. Don't matter what you thief, no matter what you got, you go dead and leave it. Don't matter what garment they put on you. Like some people, they put cell phone in their coffin. What, they going to make a call from the grave to tell you how they feel? Or will they accept the call? You hypocrites. They dress them in gold sandals, gold coffin, only to be robbed 200-300 years after by grave robbers. Because you know they're going to guard what it is, my friends. Let's come off the hypocrisy. A lot of money has been wasted in bombs and guns to kill people because of what is happening. Who's not communist, is socialist, capitalist, imperialist. Nothing about life, that is all what you are. If you work in some place like you in America, you will be humiliated as another race, not only by the European who's less educated, but by your own peers. I am in America. Never one day a white American said to me, what you're doing here, but I hear from many blacks, Americans. But the educated don't act that way. And if you go to India, duty the Prime Minister says only for Hindus, so Christian, Muslim and Buddhas may have many problems. As you can see history, they divide India. Friends, when will we learn that what is civilization and what is good and what is bad? In our own family, we have devils. We have corrupt people. We have parasites. But we point our finger. In Guyana, take Mr. Ali, Yassin Ali, went dead, blind to the grave. Everywhere this bastard lived, he sued for land. Then his son Ahmad Ali, a parasite to human society. Tell me, I rob land to play. What would I rob land when we give land to churches, Hindu temple, Christian churches and Muslim churches? We give, but we go thief? Huh? And tell me we supposed to get 30-something feet wide in our land and I got 44. Is he mad? Can we tell Suriname that Caracas belong to us when they're claiming the Essequibo Coast? Or can we tell, Venezuela? Or can we tell Suriname to claim Burmese River when they're claiming New River? Now, imagine, ladies and gentlemen, this is right, this is left. If on my left side, my neighbor have a surveying pole just where I sit on this chair. And the pole remain, and you are begging your neighbor, listen, come and take your land. And they say, oh man, we don't care. But on the right-hand side, your other neighbor, he ports it for you over 3-4 feet, and you keep telling them, listen, you're going too close. And they bribe the judge, they bribe the magistrate, they bribe the lawyer, they bribe this, you name it, the NDC, they bribe the surveyor, and they tell you you got 4, it's not yours. I cannot take what Venezuela is claiming and give to Suriname, or what Suriname is clearing and give to Venezuela, right? I want a right government. We don't want an Indian government or an African black government in Guyana anymore. We want a people's government. I looked at the news the other day, and I saw Barrett Jagdo speak about Mr. Norton, the money on all what he's getting. And yes, he's right. Every one of them in the parliament, from Barnum to Jagan time, they robbed the nation by lying to them. You know, they lied to these people. And therefore, it is time that we do something about it. If a policeman lock you up wrongfully, charge you wrongfully, get his name, the station he belonged to. Okay? Get his name and the station he or she belonged to. If a prosecutor and a magistrate or a judge lock you up innocently, get their name and their address and the court that had belonged to the year and the time. And any you Indian in Guyana and blacks, You see any fighting on the street, you have a bloody cell phone, record it, you can get money for it in time to come, in US dollars. And let it be known to the leaders of Guyana. America run Guyana. Y'all are only overseer. What they say you have to follow. Okay? And you Indian, let me be honest with you, uneducated from Essequibo to Berbice, from Canal to Grove or Snelling, y'all don't like America. Y'all believe in the communist tradition. That's why Jagan was about to cause Guyana one of the biggest chaos. And Burner was with him. Don't make nobody lie to you. They only divide to conquer. Who was Rodney? A young black historian was murdered by black people. Back by the Indians who just declared as Jenny Jagan. I, George Correa, said that, Mara Jack Deal. I said it. And if you're going to try me for that, you got to bring Jagan and Burnham. If you can't bring them, waste time. And for you, the police, the military, and who are killing for corrupt politicians and businessmen, let this be known to you. Somebody know, and they got your name. And nobody can run away from US dollar bill pay to speak the truth. Get that clear. There were more criminals, people, than what is in Guyana, that was in Iran. The Shah, how he died? They say he died in Egypt on cancer. How do you know they didn't kill him? Dr. Jagan went to Walter Reed Hospital, he went back dead. How you know they didn't kill him? I'm asking a question here. Burner, well, he fake dead. And they put a man from the Palms to bury in the 7th Palm by the Botanic Garden of Guyana. The same back of the garden that Mr. Barajak Dio says he give to Burnham that at the back of the garden and she sell it and make a good change in a meeting in Queens. I don't lie on people. But for you black people in Guyana, I want you to know, Indian people are not racial people. I've been to 87 countries, I won't disclose too much. I've been to other islands, I won't disclose too much. I study human beings. Indian people are not racist, but listen to the disease. They are corrupt, covetous, vindictive, spiteful, revengeful, and very fucking ungrateful. I said it. Right, Manzoor? Tell Bharat how you all get into power. With deceit. Tell you who was campaigning with you. Right? And ask the man in Mackenzie, when we were campaigning in Mackenzie, and I sit to the bus, looking through the window, he get up and asks me, and I won't call his name, to let him sit by the window while I sit to the side, and the black brother from Agricola, maybe was to shoot me, come stand up right there, pushing his hand in a bag. And I had to tell you, push your hand one more time in that bag. We can probably run to the bus, stop it and run outside. Tell me, come on, come on, tell them. And when we was on the East Coast campaigning, Manzoor, I'm not accusing you, there's a God. We was riding in the bus. You stop us, you say you want to sit in the bus and I must go in the vehicle. Not long after, a whole set of horse was chasing the dark corner and running to us. We both could have died, myself and Dennis Bechu. Was that a plant, Mr. Manzoor? Only God knows I'm not accusing you. But let me tell you, if my time comes, I will have to go. But if you take my life, I will be in your bedroom with you and your wife. I will be in your car, in your office, any one of you. I promise you that. Look at me. And every crime that you all committed against us for land, lock us up wrongfully. You have children and grandchildren. Our hands are clean. But I beg God, from the woman who locked up my son, Shamim Mohammed, when he was on bail, he was kidnapped, passed through the court, and put in prison, sent to Temeri, where a black woman might be a mother, a grandmother, that give birth to children, strip him and beat him naked. What should I want to see his dick? Tell me! I wish that bitch, rotten in hell, since your children must suffer. You want me to say you don't like it? What is forgiveness when you want to wipe my family out? Must I forgive you? With this, I call upon my President Donald J. Trump to take control of Guyana and to stop what is happening. And all the people that is doing good here, Guyana can be a state of the United States of America. And for every crime that was committed, by the ministers them in parliament, all 65 are guilty, according to me. Because if you don't know who killed somebody, you must know because you work together. I, George Correa, said so. We don't trouble you, don't trouble us. Imagine, we are trying to build a housing scheme to help the poor less fortunate. We don't make a penny. We had to build a road, and we had to run pipe, and government sending heavy machinery, running the pipe and break it up. Are y'all talking about humanity and justice? Indian and black people alike? Man, when Idi Amin sent out 1 million people, no black people in Africa, nobody speak against it. When Mugabe sent out the white people, nobody speak against it. Burma burning the Indian out, nobody speak against it. India divided Pakistan, nobody speak about it. I hope you all understand it can happen to both major races. But the decent will suffer with the ignorant one. This is my message to all of you for the new year. So killing an innocent man or woman because they speak out against you, your days are coming. Where are you going to go? Tell me. And if a politician pay you to do it, they got somebody ready to kill you. Like what they do to Feynman, the businessman and politician. What they do to Feynman and others. Where are them? Where's Gregory Smith? How do you know they didn't kill them? Politician will not allow you to kill somebody and got you walking the street, already got somebody to kill you, and somebody to kill the one who killed you, and still the doctor will kill the other one. This is how they do it, friends. And 90% of the politicians dying with cancer. Hugo Chavez was killed in Cuba, cancer. Shah was killed in Egypt, cancer. Think. Saddam was hanged. One thing with America, don't betray them. World War II, they have saved the world. And I am here to support Donald J. Trump and hope that God will keep him with wisdom, understanding, and strength to carry through his message and strengthen America, the Caribbean. And it's better to have friends along the world to have enemy and those who sleeping between us waiting to shame us. There will never be another plane hitting no building in this country or a terrorist action under Donald J. Trump come the 20th and 24th of this month. That is my message to all of you. We need a David, not only a Goliath. We need a Samson, not poison. And for you women, and if you're black, for you, if you didn't listen to God, how you going to listen to us? And we are human beings. God tell you don't eat the apple, and you eat Adam. And if the whole world was black, why we got so much different race? It's a question to ask. So let's get up on this illiterate bullshit and talk about humanity, stretch our hands to the less fortunate. Down with all these corrupt leaders from Africa all down to Guyana and elsewhere. Long live Donald J. Trump. Peace be unto him and his family, and good luck to the future for a better world. Have a good day. God be with all of us. Thank you.